Buckle up, drama lovers, because the Turkish entertainment world has been plunged into a heart-wrenching abyss of despair, betrayal, and raw human anguish that's tearing through Istanbul like a wildfire. The once untouchable duo of Barış Baktas and Yağmur Yüksel, whose electric, soul-searing chemistry and consistently set screens ablaze and hearts racing, has spiraled into a tragedy so dark, so gut-wrenching, it's left fans sobbing uncontrollably, the industry reeling in shock, and a young star's life hanging by a thread. Sources whisper that Barış, 31, the smoldering heartthrob with a devilish charm and eyes that could melt steel, coldly orchestrated Yağmur's ousting from their highly anticipated new series Angrylands, a betrayal so vicious it drove the fragile, luminous 23-year-old to the brink of oblivion, culminating in a devastating attempt to harm herself that's left the nation holding its breath. Their story was once the stuff of fairy tales, a romance born in the spotlight that felt destined to last forever. For 3 seasons of consistently, Barış and Yağmur wove a tapestry of stolen glances, tearful embraces, and a chemistry so palpable it had viewers clutching their hearts, convinced their bond transcended the screen. They were soulmates, at least, that's what we all thought, a devastated set insider cried, voice cracking with emotion. Offset, they were inseparable, late-night dinners under the Istanbul stars, whispered secrets over steaming cups of K, a connection so raw and real it fueled endless romance rumors and fan fiction that painted them as Turkey's golden couple. When consistently wrapped in January, their tear-streaked goodbye, Yağmur collapsing into Barış's arms as the final scene faded, broke the internet, cementing their legacy as a duo too perfect to ever fall apart. So when they signed on for Angrylands, a gritty saga of feuding families and forbidden love, the world buzzed with anticipation, expecting another chapter of their magic. But paradise was a lie, and the cracks began to show. Trouble brewed like a storm on the horizon when Barış, sources claim, turned into a shadow of the man Yağmur adored. He changed, a crew member hissed, eyes narrowing. Barış started flexing his star power, demanding control, script rewrites, bigger scenes, all at Yağmur's expense. Whispers turned to screams when Yağmur was abruptly axed from Angrylands last week, replaced by a lesser-known actress with suspiciously close ties to Barış's inner circle. It was a knife to the heart, a close friend of Yağmur sobbed, tears streaming. She trusted him with her whole being, her career, her dreams, and he betrayed her like she was nothing, a disposable prop in his rise to the top. The official line from the producers? Creative differences. But insiders paint a far uglier picture. Barış, drunk on ambition, went to war against his former muse, branding her too soft and unreliable in secret meetings with the show's brass. He wanted her gone, a sound tech growled. He made it personal. The betrayal hit Yağmur like a freight train barreling through her fragile world. She worshipped Barış, her friend wept, voice trembling with rage and sorrow. He was her rock, her confidant. To hear he'd stabbed her in the back, it didn't just break her heart, it crushed her soul into dust. The knife twisted deeper with rumors of a secret affair that turned her fairy tale into a nightmare. Insiders whisper that Barış had been sneaking around with AJ Deniz, 26, the sultry, raven-haired newcomer cast as his love interest in Angrylands. Barış and AJ were flaunting it, a witness gasped, still shaken. Laughing behind the scenes, his hand on her back, disappearing into his trailer for hours. Yağmur caught them one night, she walked in on them giggling over takeout, and it shattered her. The confrontation that followed was explosive, Yağmur, tears streaming, screaming at Barış as he stood stone-faced, brushing her off with a chilling, "You're overreacting." She ran off set sobbing, the witness added. That's when everything started to unravel. Late last night, the unthinkable crashed down like a thunderbolt. Yağmur, drowning in a sea of heartbreak and humiliation, was found by her older sister, Eileen, in her modest Istanbul apartment, trembling and incoherent, an empty pill bottle clutched in her shaking hand, its cap lost somewhere in the chaos. She couldn't bear it, Eileen sobbed in a gut-wrenching ex-post that's since gone viral, racking up thousands of anguished replies. He broke her, my sweet, beautiful angel. Pray for her, please. Paramedics raced against time, sirens blaring through the city's narrow streets, rushing Yağmur to a private hospital where she's now under constant watch, fighting to pull through a darkness that threatens to swallow her whole. She kept whispering his name, a nurse leaked, voice hushed with pity. Barış, why, like he's haunting her even now, a ghost she can't escape. Fans are in a full-blown uproar, flooding the internet with #SaveYağmur and #BarışTheBetrayer, their grief morphing into a tidal wave of fury aimed at the man they once idolized. He didn't just fire her, he destroyed her, one supporter raged, their tweet racking up likes by the minute. She gave him everything, and he threw her away like trash. Barış, meanwhile, has vanished from the public eye, spotted only once, fleeing an upscale cafe in Besiktas with AJ clinging to his arm, his face a mask of guilt, or is it defiance? Paparazzi caught the moment, his jaw clenched, eyes hidden behind dark sunglasses, AJ smirking like a cat who got the cream. His team scrambling, pushing a flimsy narrative that Yağmur chose to leave Angrylands for personal reasons, but a leaked text from Barış to a producer, "She's out, make it quick, I'm done with her drama," blows that lie to smithereens, exposing a cold, calculated move to erase her. The mystery deepens with whispers of a hidden truth that could turn this tragedy into a full-on war. Yağmur knew something, a childhood friend hinted, voice low and urgent. She'd been scribbling in this journal pages and pages about Barış, AJ, the set. If she'd gone public, it would have ruined him. The journal, now locked away with her family, is a ticking time bomb rumored to hold secrets like hushed late-night calls between Barış and the producers, or proof AJ was more than just a fling, maybe even a willing accomplice in Yağmur's downfall. She was going to confront him again, the friend added. But she never got the chance, he broke her first. As Yağmur clings to life, the Turkish tabloids are ablaze, headlines screaming betrayed stars cry for help, and Barış's bloody hands. Angrylands hangs in limbo, its premiere date looming like a dark cloud, tainted by a scandal that spiraled into a national obsession. Fans camp outside the hospital, holding candlelit vigils, their chants of Yağmur, "You are enough" echoing through the night. AJ, meanwhile, posted a cryptic Instagram story, a black rose with the caption, "Some flowers wilt so others can bloom," igniting a firestorm of backlash that's forced her to go dark online. Barış's silence only fuels the flames, with insiders whispering he's holed up in a luxury villa, plotting his next move or praying this storm blows over. Will Yağmur rise from the ashes of this betrayal, her spirit unbroken, to reclaim her light and expose the man who plunged her into darkness? Or has Barış's cruelty claimed more than just her role, snuffing out a star whose only crime was loving too deeply? One thing's clear, this isn't just a scandal, it's a tragedy unfolding in real time, a raw, bleeding wound on the heart of Turkish entertainment. The tears are falling, the questions are mounting, and the truth, whatever it may be, lurks just out of reach, waiting to strike. Stay tuned, because in this twisted tale of love, loss, and revenge, the next chapter could shatter us all.
We need your support to grow our channel and to bring you news faster. 90% of viewers leave without subscribing. Please support the Turkish Magazine family by subscribing and liking the video.